Welcome to Dance Mogul Magazine. We are live at the Hub on Prince Street in Newark, New Jersey. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is Reckless, real name Kasib Smith.
All right, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I just want to say before we get started with the interview that for many years, I've known you, I've watched you, I've watched your dance group, Illmatic Force, and it just meant a lot to me to see you guys be so passionate about dance, and you guys were so committed to dance, and there wasn't a lot of opportunities for us to work together as much as I would have wanted to, but I appreciated the level of commitment that I saw from you guys, and it actually helped inspire me and motivated me to want to keep going. Sometimes it's just a matter of being around the right kind of energy. Even though you're not, or I wasn't directly involved, I just appreciated the energy and the hunger that you guys had for success. So to see now, that you've grown up to be a man, I want to talk about that. I want you to tell me, about how dancing helped you, to be the man that you are today.
Okay, dancing kept me out of trouble. Like before dancing, I wasn't in trouble, but I was always around trouble. I'm in Newark, New Jersey, so it's everywhere. But it definitely kept me out of trouble, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things. It opened to a lot of opportunity, and I was in love with music before dance, before rap. I was just in love with music, so I started thinking, what can I do with music? And then it was dance, and then it was watching Envy, like very inspirational, So with the dance group, Illmatic Force, it was created. It wasn't even Illmatic Force yet. It was MTO and Shabazz, Malcolm and Shabazz, and the dance club. MTO stands for Most Talented Organization, and then we was from the years in high school up to the 12th grade. We loved it so much. We had to graduate out of school, so we couldn't. We wanted to carry on what we had without being in the dance club. So once we graduated, me and a guy named Ladavion, we created Illmatic Force, and we ran with it. We watched the people that was above us, setting the bars for us, and we just kept striving for better. And now that it's helped because we open doors for a lot of the younger generation, and they're the future. So, that was I look back at it now, like,
And you understand it.
right, definitely understand it now, and
The role that you guys played in helping
Right.
to inspire the next generation, even though you was in the midst of your come up
Right.
and your fight and your struggle to be successful, to do the things that you guys love so passionate. You saw how that was pulling other people in.
Right, and I love it now. I love it. I get the utmost respect when dancers see me. I don't even have to be dancing or proving myself or where I came from. People know who I am, and they just give me respect, and that makes me that leans me towards them to help more and let them know, like, listen, I did it. You could do it. Your child could do it. And I have a daughter, so she's into dance, and it's like, who else can
Exactly.
better than me? So.
Yeah, I saw that. I appreciated, when I saw how you accepted the responsibility of fatherhood, as far as social media, and how, you didn't step away from that whole, opportunity, that blessing that you had there. And I was like, wow, it's a great thing for you to accept that as a young father. I saw that, and that inspired me too, to see that, to know that you was accepting that. It said a lot about your character. A lot of us sometimes we look from a distance and we don't always say anything. Like, I didn't say anything to you, but I certainly was looking, and I saw how you transformed yourself, and I saw the passion, how you moved your passion from the dancing, and how you combined it with the music, and how you grew that too. So tell me about the music.
The rapping, Reckless is from dancing, so I had to carry it on. And, I can't never let dance go. So starting to rap, I just started making dance music. Like I'm gonna bring it along with me. I want to bring the fans, cause you know there's a lot of people that only love me because I can dance. You know, so to combine that fan base with my rap fan base, it makes it like it's very big. So, you know, the rapping, I just love words. Like I love words. I love being logic, thinking logically. My favorite subject was writing language. So, what a coincidence! I'm a writer now. So, but it's I'm trying to change the game. I'm definitely trying to change the game. I feel like there's no other dance rapper, no more since Big Daddy Kane and like you know the back in the day. Back in the day, you don't see nobody rapping and dance. It's always singer and dance. So I'm letting people know that I could rap and dance, and I'm very lyrical. You know, and that's the reason why when I perform, it's such ease because it's like people look at me like. Um, the way you use the stage is like you did this before, not knowing that I came from dancing, so I did this before.
I understand.
Right. So I take everything that came from dancing, I utilize it in my rap music, and it's helping me with my life. Period. It's just helping me know like help me strive for what it takes to, and being a man is part of it. So yeah.
Do you notice how now that you're older, when you look back at the people that was around to help you, Reggie and the other people, do you see now like what the sacrifice was versus when you guys were little,
Right.
like how younger rather, how it took sacrifice for them to be there, like now that you're older, do you see like you
Right.
understand more what sacrifice is
Yes.
about now?
Actually, right now, like I feel like they saved us. I feel like they saved us because nowadays, if you just if no one's guiding you, you could just get swallowed up by all the nonsense. And keeping up them taking the time to keep our mind on positive things and events and shows and practice and just striving, it took our mind off the negative.
Yes.
And being able to be caught up in the negative. So now, even though the time of me meeting Reggie, I was older than the actually how kids now that I'm speaking to kids and helping kids at a young age before the time I was helped. And you have to go after them at that age.
Yes.
Now I see it like you have to go after them at that
Because
age.
they got more exposure now
Right.
to pull them away.
Right.
Yes.
So you have to really be there and redirection them to the right path because it's so easy to fail because
And you see how you just explained that? Because people always wondered, like, why I did the things that I was doing. That's why. Like, you see how you made that connection? You saw how what Reggie did helped to steer you, to keep you busy. Well, that's what was done for me. Like, the dance, I was steered by certain people away from the negative things in Newark.
Right.
So that's why I was able to do it and offer myself up to help, in situations where I could. So
Right.
it's a great thing, is what I'm saying, to see, how it went from Reggie to now you and whoever other members that are doing things to help other young people, because that's what it's all about and that's what it was for. So sometimes it may only happen for one person in a whole group of 10, 100. It may only be one person that's going to help carry on the tradition of helping. So it's just good that, you're able to see that because not everybody makes that part of the connection.
Right. That's it hit me a few like I think when I stopped dancing with the group because personal reasons of like my daughter, me working,
Sure.
work interfering with practice and shows, so it's hard. It was hard to stop dancing like that, but still to this day I dance. So it'll never stop what I can do.
You had to prioritize.
Right,
Mhm.
right, and it feels good to have both. Like my life is good. As a father, I feel like I'm definitely a man, and I'm doing my job on that part, and I still get to have fun with the talent I still have, because it's not gonna go nowhere.
Yes,
It's never
yes,
gonna go nowhere.
that's good.
So, juggling both of
And
them.
you're helping the young people too
Right.
in whatever capacity that you can.
Right.
And you notice what I knew a long time ago, that it's not about money.
Right.
It's
right.
all about
Definitely.
sharing your life experience with them
Right. Right.
and taking the time out.
And I'm glad I'm seeing that before, hitting 35, 40. I'm only 27, so
Wow, see?
so I still get to take advantage of it, and I get to show the kids. But most people, when they teaching kids, they teach them with words.
Yes.
I'm a part of the dance because I've been through it. So, and I'm still young, so after I tell them, I can show them.
Mhm.
And then rapping, I could tell them, and I can show them. It's not like, oh, you have to go way back in the day I had it, and you don't believe me.
That's
I
right.
can actually-
It's close to the time.
Right.
And that's how it was for me with the Brick City Dancers. You see how you're saying you're 27?
Right.
That's exactly how I was in that same age range with them. And so I was still close to when I had did it. So that's why it was a good connection. Exactly what you're saying now.
Yeah, it
People
definitely
could relate to that.
Right, because it's not like, oh, you just talk. Like,
Exactly.
actually, you still could do it.
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Feels good.
So now, when you think about your future, like you're juggling a lot of things, what are some of the things that you would like to do in the future?
In the future, I see myself still dancing, still rapping. I do videography, so I edit my own videos. I want to start a program called No Excuses, and it's basically just letting people know that before talking or complaining about something, just try it. Just try it. No talking, just try it. Because a lot of people they be shocked when they actually do something or accomplish something, and before all the complaining, you could have just accomplished it, and it would have been no complaining at all. But your first move have to be to try it, then talk. So I want to push that into people's minds that, listen, if anything you want to do, just do it, and then if you fail, you could talk about strategizing to accomplish it. Right. But the talking come after the action. Like, so, and there's no excuse. You can't cry about nothing. If you want it, go get it. If you want to do it, get it done. It's a lot of people before our time that did it.
Yes.
Like we go off of what we see, what we hear. If it's been done before, we're all equal. So if it's been done before, then it can be done again.
Yes.
And it's the time you use to make excuses and complain, you could be getting it done.
Yes. Nah,
getting it done.
that's really good. I want to ask you about you were asked to be a host, and I think that it was a good match for you. Like you said, you're still connected, you're still able to do all the things, MC, dance, and just connect with the young people. How did you feel that the event went today as far as combining New York and New Jersey, the energy? What did you feel?
Today was great. Today was definitely great. I saw different talents that I haven't seen in a while because I haven't been in the rotation of the dance. But coming to this event, it opened my mind again. I might go home and big up something or try something, but it's always a good feeling in person. It's always a good feeling in person. That's how I've always been when dancing. Like, I could talk about what I can do, but when I'm actually on stage doing it, it's a whole nother feeling. And today, just seeing all the talent, all the tricks, all the like from New York, Jersey, the respect, the unity, everything was just perfect. Everything was just perfect, like perfect.
And that's how I feel when I do the things that I do with the magazine. You see that feeling that it gives you?
Right.
That's how I feel too about the stuff that I do, and it's hard to tell people that, but it's inspiring in its own way for you as an individual, whereas it meant something to you, but whatever it means to me might be different.
Right.
So that's kind of like why it's hard to explain, but I understand
Right.
what you're saying.
Some feelings you can't explain.
Yes.
And being on that, I was chosen to host. It was my first time hosting.
Yes.
So all last night, day before that, just thinking about it, I'm like, this is my way of opening up to of networking.
Yes.
Networking. That's I love networking. I'm not antisocial. I like to speak to whoever, everybody and anybody, and given the opportunity to host, they talk.
Yes.
They talk to the people. So I have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a lot of doors open when you talk.
Yes,
Closed
yes.
mouth don't get fed.
That's
so,
right.
You know, so talking to all the dancers that I never met before, you know, never seen before, the kids, the DJ, the staff, everybody. I feel like I was a part of everything.
Yes.
I feel like I was a part of everything, and that's a great feeling. That's another feeling that's really hard to explain.
Yes.
But I can see myself hosting more.
The energy that, yes.
Yeah.
You're right, man. So, in closing, I just want to know, is there anybody that you want to thank, you know, that may have helped you throughout your dance career, your life right now?
I want to dance. I want to help dance move. I want to shout out the hub. I want to shout out everybody. It's like it's so many names. I can't pinpoint everybody,
Reggie,
but
Davion,
yes, it's
your crew
the
members.
crew, all the crews. Like with us coming up, it was so like I'm glad to be a part of an entity and different entities. So, you know, because I have the rap world and I have the dance world. So being I could tap into both, and it's just so many people to thank, and that kept me on track. So I just really want to thank everybody, like, because it's made me become the person I am today, and I want to help somebody else become a better person in the future, even though they don't say that.
Thank you. That's right. It's coming.
Right.
Thank you, man.